ZX4RR, a beginner bike. Well, I had a friend go out and buy one as a beginner bike, and it made me kind of think, you know what? Are other people wondering the same thing? Should they buy a ZX4R as a first bike, or should they start with something smaller or bigger? So I've had this bike for about 4 or 5 months now, and I've had an absolute blast with it. It was perfect. I came from a ZX6. Was just a little bit too crazy for me, so I went out, sold that, and bought this guy. And let me tell you, I've had an absolute blast on this bike. Here's the thing though, like I said, I came from a ZX6, I daily an MT-09. This is kind of my fun bike. I've honestly been dailying more and more just because it's such a fun freaking bike. The auto blimp, quick shift, everything. You know, it's just a nice light bike to daily all over the place. So absolutely been enjoying it. Now, my buddy one day texted me, he said, guess what? I finally got the bike. I got a ZX4R. And I'm like, no way, dude. Congrats on the bike. So yeah, we started kind of talking about the ZX4R. And, you know, he was telling me he was having a blast with it, but it sucked, you know, being in that break-in period. Just, you know, not being able to use the full engine, especially with inline fours, they make all their power way up here. So when you're in break-in, you can't really feel the full power of the bike. And he's like, yeah, dude, this sucks. I just can't wait to get it broken in and be done with this because it's miserable. And I'm like, all right, dude, let me know when you get it broken in how you like it, because I bought mine used. It's already tuned. You know, I already got an air filter on it, a tune, full exhaust. You know, it's a really fun bike once you get to that point. So I was curious to see how he liked it once he got it to that point as well. So a month passes, he texts me. He got it past the couple of break-in periods, and he was finally out and about riding it to its full potential. And he was saying, you know what, dude? I've been riding this, I've been ripping it, and I'm starting to get sick of the bike. And I'm like, oh, okay, so did you tune it? Did you, you know, get the air filter, the exhaust? Did you get all the goodies that this bike really needs to, you know, wake up the little 400cc engine? And he did it, and he's like, yeah, dude, I'm honestly thinking about selling it and getting a CBR 600 or a ZX6 or something along those lines. And I'm like, dude, you haven't even tuned the bike yet. You're literally playing with 50 horsepower. So in that aspect, is this bike a beginner bike? And I would say if you buy this thing, you get it tuned, you max it out to its full potential, right? You do everything you can do to squeeze all the power out of this bike. Even then, you're making 75 horsepower, and it's not like an MT-07's 75 horsepower. It's much different. Being that, like I said, you have to wind this bike up to feel any sort of power, versus like an MT-07 or any parallel twin putting out around that 70 horsepower mark. You're gonna feel it way quicker, way faster. You're gonna get up to speed quicker. But with this, it's not like that. Like, as you can see, I'm not going anywhere. I got a downshift. Even there, I'm not really going anywhere. That's when I start feeling the power once it's wound up like that. So, is it a beginner bike? And at the end of the day, I think it is an amazing beginner bike, despite the reliability issues I've heard and that I've had some issues. I think this does really make an amazing beginner bike, because you buy it, you make that 50 horsepower, which is a good range for a beginner, the same as a Ninja 400, Ninja 500. You make a great amount of power for, you know, just learning the ergonomics of a bike, you know, learning two wheels, how the bike feels, how it balances, how it makes power. It's a great amount of horsepower starting out. And then the cool thing about it is you're in that 400 class, you get a tune on it, it makes 75 horsepower. Well, guess what? Now you're in that 650 class. You can have much more fun on the bike because it doesn't have that detune at the top end of your RPM range. So it's actually making power how it should, and it's actually a lot more fun of a bike to ride. So the short answer to that question is yes, this is a fantastic beginner bike, and I think you can grow into it, still have plenty of fun on it, and sure, one day you're going to be like, you know what? I want more power. You know, you might see 600s, you might ride a buddy 600, and you're like, I really want more power. It doesn't feel like enough anymore. Everybody gets there. I got to that point. I bought the ZX6, not as fun as I thought it'd be, so I bought this, and I've absolutely loved this bike.